Hey guys, it is Psychic Elle here today. What is up? In this video, we are going to be talking about astral travel, astral projection, how to do it, what is it about, what I do to do it, everything about astral projection that you need to know. It's more commonly known as something that can take months or even years to practice, but in this day of age, it's not going to take that long because of the vibrational energy we have here on Earth. It's going to be easier for you to experience these types of things. But it's necessarily to have an open mind as well as practicing these types of things on a regular basis, because it might take more than once for you to truly get this to work and get it to totally suitable and ready for you. So the first thing I did want to talk about is, what is astral travel? Astral travel is when your consciousness separates from your physical body and travels pretty well freely. So you can go pretty well wherever. And when I've astral traveled, I've never set an intention on where I want to go. Because here's the thing, I know where I'm going to go. I know I'm going to go somewhere where it's going to teach me a message, it's going to help me in my physical world, and I'm going to be brought back with knowledge. I'm sure you may have felt a bumpy landing once or maybe one time when you were sleeping. Sometimes it feels like, when you wake up and it feels like you just get jolted back into your body? Like, have you ever felt like it was like a jolty ending? Well, you might have been astral traveling and you've probably already astral traveled, you just weren't aware of it. And so normally when you wake up from your astral travel, you'll get this falling feeling or this jolt back into your body. I remember this one time I astral traveled as a kid, and the end of my thing was I was jumping off a building and I ended falling back into my body. It was very interesting. It was easier to do it. It's easier to astral travel when you're younger. It's so much. Some people find this really easy to do, while some people just don't want to experience it, and people don't find any interest in experiencing it. I find personally that there's nothing negative in experiencing the astral realm. There's nothing negative you could really encounter unless you are being negative about it. And so normally when you have no fear and you're letting go and you truly realize that you are not your body, you are normally ready to do these types of things. And this could be a frightening experience because you're oh my gosh, how far will I travel? Will I ever get back to my physical body? But you will always remain attached to your body by what it's called an etheric cord. And so you'll always be attached by your physical body. It is your body that came here, and that's how you got onto this earth. And so even if you do separate your consciousness from your physical body, you'll still be okay. Astral travel has also been well recorded on numerous occasions. A lot of people who were very seriously ill in the hospital have spoken about floating above their bed, watching the surgeons and nurses work on them. If you've ever heard that, that's a part of astral travel. That's when your consciousness is moving freely and you're able to see those types of things. And it's crazy because some people were literally getting surgery done and they left their body and through their consciousness, and were able to tell the nurses what they said and what they were doing during the surgery, because they were literally watching themselves have the surgery. It's actually kind of cool. Deep meditation will help you experience an out-of-body experience, but that's not always the case. See, I heard about this story, and this guy, he was 14 years old. He was walking down the street behind his parents, and suddenly he felt himself floating above them. Not only that he was floating, he still felt attached to his physical body, but it was one that he could see. It was only one. It felt like he was floating out of his body. He explained it as if it was his mind was in a balloon. It was really cool. And so you can experience astral travel and astral projecting without meditation. And one of the ways that I have done this without meditation is I have stated before I go to bed, spirit guides, as well as everybody who is watching over me and protecting me, help me travel to the astral realm every night. And I let myself flow, and I normally listen to a frequency music and let myself totally relax and really actually imagine myself detaching myself from my physical body. And there's no limit on how far you could travel, even into space. Except I did hear that, actually I probably shouldn't. And so I'm going to share with you one of the techniques that I use that really works for me and helps me astral project. The first step is prep. So prepping your area, meditating, getting yourself into that good headspace, that good vibration, no fear, no resilience, everything good. So normally I'll prep by doing a 10-minute like meditation before I even lay down and like lay into my bed. And then I will lay down flat and I will imagine like bringing a sensation of waves going through your body, going up from your feet up to your head and going in a circular motion up and up and up, clearing your chakras, making this like wave of energy. Because then this will begin to help get your chakras activated as well as your energy points, whatever you feel like to call them. It will help get your points in your body all energy active as well as aware. And when you're in this meditative state, when you are right before you go to bed, you can visualize yourself and try to exit. And there are many different ways that you can shift your consciousness out of your body, but this is the one way that I found that was best. One of the ways you can visualize yourself floating up and getting lighter. One of the other ways you can visualize is yourself climbing a ladder. The next thing that you can do is climb a rope ladder and visualize yourself climbing that rope ladder up. You can try the technique of trying to make yourself feel like you're rolling out of your body. And the key to making these vividly work is to try to imagine and know that it's actually happening, and you're making yourself aware of it, and it's going to happen. You might feel a little bit of physical pressure on your body right before you are astral projecting, but then right when you are out, you'll feel poop, and then you'll be out and floating in your room. And during your first astral travel, it's better to get as far away from your physical body as possible so you don't get easily sucked back in. Like, obviously don't go too far, but like, you know what I mean for your first time. Don't stay too close and be like, because you might get pulled back in. And here you want to keep your focus level high and very calm. And when you are starting to float out of your physical body, you can even imagine a spot where you want to go, or even float wherever the fuck you want to go. It really doesn't even matter. And it's kind of crazy because we think like astral projecting is like literally like swishing and like getting out of our physical body. But really, crazy enough, we have many different type of bodies. So we are actually just shifting to your literal non-physical astral body. And when you make the mindset shift, when you make this mindset shift that I have right now about my physical body, you will understand that you are more than just this physical body, and you can roam freely without this physical body, and you will always still be attached to this physical body. Okay, another step, and if at night it didn't work for you, you just couldn't leave at night, I want you to know the moment right as you wake up in the morning, stay in bed. And try to stay as still as possible right when you wake up. You want to stay in that half awake and that half asleep state because that's going to help you literally leave your physical body. Still, again, focus on your breathing and imagine that wave going through your body again, through your energy points, through the feet going all the way up into your head while you're going to sleep. And after doing that for about 20 minutes or so in the morning, you'll feel as if somebody put like a weighted blanket over you. You will feel like there's a little bit of pressure on your physical body because that's your way to make the exit like I was just talking about. But if the nighttime routine that I was talking about doesn't work for you, then try to do it in the morning when you wake up, because you still visualizing that in the nighttime will help you do it in the morning time as well as if you do it again. And I want you to know a lot of this is practice and key. To do these types of things, it takes a lot of visualization and a lot of awareness that you are not your body. And so I hope these techniques helps. If you want me to go more further into depth, I can. But normally it's your preparation, like meditate for like at least 10 minutes. Imagine those chakras and as well as your energy points flowing through. And if you feel like you're weighting down and you can feel your energy, you can feel your body pulsating at that point because you can feel the energy. If you feel like somebody's weighed a blanket or you feel like you're just kind of being smudged down, that's your time to exit and start visualizing you leaving your physical body and visualize yourself in that moment of time, leaving your physical body and getting lighter and lighter and lighter as you leave. And it's insane how easy this is. If you meditate, if you are already into a spiritual practice already, if you don't feel like you are protected during this time, know that you are, because your guides are with you during that time period, because you are now closer to them during that time period. So it will actually help you connect with them more, because you might even meet them while you're vibing. Like, who even knows? There's so many possibilities that could happen. And always think of the best ones, and always think of ones that are going to help you, teach you something and help you learn something and help you understand that you are not your physical body. And I hope that this helps. I hope this made sense. I hope you tried out these techniques before you go to bed. And if it doesn't work before you go to bed, try to do it right when you wake up, because it's very, very fun, and you can go back into your physical body at any time. Like, it's all on your terms, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video about astral travel, and bye.